Hello, my name is Robert Dean Steele, and this is the Lord's Word for you today. My community, like any other community, has many different facets to it. Where I live is the oldest community in the province where I live. It has a strong religious component. This can be both a blessing and a curse. It can bring tremendous blessing or bondage. Religious spirits are the most devious and damaging of all. Because they are spiritual beings, they come off as pure and pious, but in reality, they bind people into ceremonies and traditions that cause nothing but division, strife, and curses. For example, during the time of the Inquisition, both Catholic and Protestants were doing imaginable horrors to each other in the name of God. Today, radical Islam is raging across the planet like a plague, killing and murdering in the name of Allah. Here are some of the ways that you'll know you're being affected by a religious spirit. First of all, you have no tolerance for anyone who doesn't share your opinion or your view of theology. Religious spirits love to quote the Bible out of context, and in a way that serves their own purposes. Next, religious people judge by appearance and performance. Thirdly, religious systems love to bring people into tradition and ceremonies that on the surface appear to be harmless, but in reality are rites and ceremonies made up by men. Fourthly, religious systems and false cults are all about works. When man fell in the garden, our relationship with God was broken, and ever since we've been trying to recapture it by works. This, of course, will never happen, because if mankind could have done it, there would have been no reason for a Savior or for Jesus Christ to come. Because we could not save ourselves, Jesus Christ died in our place. Religious spirits do everything they can to turn salvation, which is by grace, into salvation by works. They will come along and say, yes, Jesus died on the cross, but you need to follow the law. You need to worship on the Sabbath. You need to learn the secrets of this prophet or preacher. Anything they can do to demean or nullify the message of the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ is what they try to do. James tells us that pure religion is taking care of the widows and orphans and keeping oneself from being polluted by the world. Seems simple, but is it really? Love God and love your fellow man as yourself. The complication is always taking these simple truths and applying them to our lives. Somehow or some way we want to jazz it up, make it more palatable than it really is. If Jesus Christ has set you free, then stay free. And rebuke and repel these religious spirits from your life. When you come across them, recognize them for what they are and refuse to give into them or become like them. Your freedom and others depend on what you do next. My name is Robert Dean Steele. You have yourself a great and godly day. This is the Lord's Word for you today.